Hello, everyone. I decided to do something different because I'm in the middle of cleaning my studio or filming area. As well, what did I call this? I can't. Sorry, the heat's been at me today. It's been really warm today in Ireland. I need a shave. Something. Look at my fucking mustache. So anyway, now I'm in the middle of cleaning my studio, so I thought I'd stream it. I've done the majority of the cleaning. In fact, I can show you something I just added. I'm not used to it. The bottom shelf, the one with the row vehicles. I added that in today because I figured, well, I don't have a place to put the row vehicle, so I was like, okay, just put it there. Stream this on my laptop, so that's what the battery. That's what my data holds up. Anyway. May as well share this out and see if anyone joins. If you got any questions, feel free to type them in the chat. There's 2 people watching. Yeah, let's invite some strangers. Hello, Mason. The L and YR Class 28 engine. Thank you for joining the stream. Or watching it, if you haven't really joined. Thank you for tuning in. So anyway, let's do some. Oh. How's the heat? Or is it warm in Germany?
It is pretty hot, but I can deal with it. My house isn't too hot.
Oh no, my garage is boiling today.
Oh, that's not good. Hopefully, there isn't anything important in there.
Well, no, there's nothing. Well, no. Well, there's my entire collection.
Wait, you're in your garage right now?
Yeah.
Well, it's fucked, isn't it? It's classic after all.
Well, no, it's not. Well, you see, my collection has to survive the extreme colds and the extreme heats half the time.
Fair enough.
So I'm considering. Anyway, let's get to cleaning.
So basically, it's just a stream to show that you're cleaning shit.
Yeah, no, I was bored and I was thinking, oh, I know, I can stream this. People will want to see behind the scenes of my content.
Yeah, people subscribe to watch you clean your fucking garage.
But wouldn't you want to see? Wouldn't you want to like a nice look at this in-depth collection of take-alongs and take-and-plays and hurdles?
Only if you clean them up yourself. Jesus Christ, man. Like, okay, I have to say this.
Jock. That gives me special privileges.
Just saying, man. I think some of them have seen better days sometimes.
Yeah, no, a lot of them are from my childhood. For example, there's a reason I don't do narrow gauge stuff.
Yet you do stuff with some of the engines with some of the standard gauge engines, which also don't look much better.
Yeah, no.
Have you considered repainting them?
You see, I've tried that, but it doesn't look natural. If you get what I mean. Like, say, Daisy's a good one because, like, her entire side is beat up. Oliver's okay. Thomas is okay. Edward's okay. Henry needs a new one. Gordon needs a new one. Percy, I'm iffy on. Toby, I'm iffy on. Duck, iffy. Donald, definitely. Douglas is okay. Class 40's okay. Stephanie's iffy as well. Mavis is okay. Amber. A lot of them are iffies on whether I want to replace them. Like, what's one that stands out to you from watching my content that I need to change up?
They're nice little sets.
No, but what character do you think I need to replace considering how beaten up it is?
I'd say either Thomas or Henry.
Thomas, okay.
Or like the last time I think from watching your Thomas's trick adaptation, I think it was either Thomas or Henry that really stood out to me as holy shit.
Yeah, no, that's Henry. Henry needs a good.
Help me! He beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's the way he came to me. I bought him in a lot. Okay, and it was better than me using the metallic Henry, because that's what I used for like 2 years when I first joined.
I see.
Going through all my track now. Well, yeah, no, Thomas is okay. I have touched him up a bit.
Don't touch Thomas. That's inappropriate.
Jerome, we're not here to talk about that shit.
Hey, it's your fault for phrasing it like that.
Yes, and it's your fault for interpreting it like that.
Go fuck yourself, Spencer.
I don't have anything on me to do that, but okay.
That's not what I meant directly. You one crazy motherfucker.
What?
You one crazy motherfucker.
I am a crazy motherfucker. We play with talking trains. Haven't you realized?
I don't play with them. I film with them in a virtual reality game.
And I film with tiny little die casts. I paid like €10 to get this guy.
I see.
And no, literally, I got this dude. I got Jock and like 20 other Erdls in a lot for a tenner.
Hmm.
And when I told my dad how much some of them were worth, he was like, "Son, don't tell anyone you found this."
How dare you, boy!
And I'll put Henry back up on the shelf. Anyway.
Guess woher auf mit den Jammern.
That's not a flattering angle. Okay, this is better. I'm a dominant over you.
How tall are you?
I'm 1 meter and 78 centimeters last time I measured.
I'm not the tallest, so depending on how much that is compared to me, you could probably beat the flying fuck out of me.
Yeah!
Did you just go, yeah, I can kill him?
Yeah! Me, the Audrey extravaganza. I'm just gonna, I'm not going, but I imagine myself just like, yeah, come on, fight me. Then I just beat the crap out of everyone.
Yeah, the Audrey extravaganza, more like the Audrey beat the fuck out of each other.
Sure. There's a group chat called the Irish Boys where it's all the Irish users. Some people made the joke, okay, what if we got the unlucky tug and recreated that one JoJo meme?
Oh yeah, he is going there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to the event, which really annoys me.
Go up to him and tell him his map sucks.
But wait, I used that map.
Well, tell him his something about from him sucks.
Your theories suck.
Wait, your Thomas the Bug theory sucks dick.
Did you see the new one?
Yeah, I've never really seen people make the theory that it is that they are the same engine, so that's weird.
Enterprising alluded to him hinting at it in his adaptation of Cab Over Wheels. Which, because I can get the theory, but I haven't seen many people properly discuss it. Like, yes, the theory is there, but I've never seen like anyone like discuss it in depth. And Sam the Train fan hinted at it being it because when he after Wilbur told Thomas and Toby the story, it was like he like acts all flustered when they ask what happens to him after that, implying Because you're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, so it was you who fucked up. Also, I found this cool tape thing that I didn't know I had. Like attach it to my
But
finger.
say, Spencer, I'm surprised. Have you seen all the new trains models from TSI recently?
I want to see people use them now. I'm really pumped to see them in videos.
I really want to do something with either the Murdoch or Edward, especially because the Edward has the fucking evil faces.
Yeah. Oh, the Bluey 2, he wrote a Murdoch story. If you want to adapt that.
Do you have a link to it? Because I don't think I remember that.
Oh, I adapted it like 2 years ago, and I plan to readapt it because it's shit now. So I can load up the link. I'll send a tweet to you on Twitter. It's from Jesus Christ. How the fuck is that 2 years ago now?
Oh,
2020, man. Wild time. Just sent it on to you there.
hang on. Let me see if I can find. Oh, you found it.
Yes, I did. Wait, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, that's ironic because the Murdoch model does have a season 5-star livery on it. So that's nice.
Are you able to hear me? Because I think you're.
I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. I thought you weren't able to hear me. Sorry. It's just you weren't responding, so it's just like, wait, can you hear me?
I was
Ryan,
speaking,
on the shit.
you idiot. I was speaking, you idiot.
I apologize. Well, no, you weren't responding.
No, you're not.
So I was thinking, oh god, my internet's probably strained or something.
The heat is burning your internet.
That is probably the case in all honesty, given the temperatures today. It's Ireland, and for once it's actually warm in Ireland, where it's nothing but rain.
You know, if this continues, the stereotype of Britain always being or the UK always being like always having piss poor weather is no longer going to be valid.
Yeah, no. Global warming, do be a bitch.
I mean, global warming is inconsistent as fuck. Sometimes it's hot as shit, and sometimes it's way too fucking cold.
See, the coldness is a result of everything melting. Because that means everything's technically colder when it's cold.
I mean, I have noticed that, like, the winter is really weird. Like, during the Christmas weeks, it's not that cold, but then afterwards it can get freezing.
Yeah. For some reason, my school is very iffy about turning on the heaters for the full day during winter, but they'll still put the heaters on in summer. To which I just go, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Meanwhile, Germany's going to have real issues with heating.
Oh yeah, sure. That probably puts your heating costs down.
The problem is Germany is probably going to have an energy crisis anyway.
Oh yeah, because Russia.
Yeah, we might not get more gas from them. So if that's the case, we're gonna have serious problems in the winter with heating.
You know, you never realize how much you depend on something until it's no longer there.
Yep. And now they want to reopen coaling plants so they can make sure we do have enough energy.
Coaling plants. I haven't heard about that since season 6.
But yeah, Germany still really depends on coal for energy because the government is too scared of nuclear power.
Fair enough, it is nuclear.
Yeah, but it is the only way that we can produce enough energy while staying environmentally friendly.
That is true. We're just gonna have to dedicate an island to okay, you're gonna produce this energy for the rest of the time.
Yep.
I say we give the job to Australia. Nobody gives a damn about them.
I mean, if we go to Australia, we need to be careful. Everything wants to kill us there.
We'll kill the things that want to kill us.
But what if they kill us first?
That won't happen.
Yeah, tell that to the spiders.
Tell that to the people that fought in the Emu Wars.
Hey, what?
So there were these birds in Australia that people were trying to get rid of. So they bought a bunch of ammunition to shoot the birds, but the birds ended up killing more people than the people ended up killing birds.
Oh my... Australia. Everything... Australia, mate. Everything you can kill you.
That's why Shane is there, so we can die.
Yeah, Shane is just like... Hello, Thomas. Actually, I'm surprised they never... In BWBA, I'm surprised they never tried to make any sort of... like, point about the fact that everything will kill you in Australia.
You know, that's a crucial part of Australia. Also,
I mean, the thing is, everyone knows the stat. Everyone knows the stereotype of everything wanting to kill you.
Do you want any buildings?
Holy shit, man.
The funny thing is, it feels like I barely have any when I'm actually setting up a set, because I'm like, okay, I need to put this here. Oh, wait, no, I'm out. So I need to make more. I want to at some point make all the houses that were at the fishing village, so then I can make the fishing village, because I like the fishing village.
I see.
The fishing village is cool. Best season 5 set. Also season 7 set.
Ew. Season 7 is garbage.
You see, here's the thing. I switch between loving it and hating it very regularly. I don't know why.
Because season 7 is weird.
Season 7 and 8. They're very similar, but extremely different at the same time.
Yep. But season 8 is better.
Okay, let's see. Where did I leave that knife?
Oh no!
Oh wait, there's my drill.
What are you going to do? Stab me through the screen?
Yes, because I have the Infinity Stones.
Wait, how does that equal to you stabbing me with a knife?
Because reality can be whatever I want it to be.
But I'm pretty sure that doesn't mean you can go... You can... fuck.
No, if you excuse me, I'm going to sweep the floor.
Sweep, 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 sweep.
Oh, Beresford isn't all engines go. Why?
Oh, yeah. Thomas? Who's Thomas?
How did he, of all characters, make the jump?
Maybe they want a lot of cranes this season.
Yeah, but I just find it so weird what characters they're bringing back. They brought back Bullstroke.
I mean, they wanted a boat character, and Bullstroke was the only one they had.
Yeah, I know, but still, to me, it's just weird that the fact that like characters of course it makes sense that like the Steam team made the jump. But then
outside of Toby and Rebecca.
Toby hasn't been a main character since season 6.
Still, Toby is dead, Rebecca is dead, but Edward and Henry are still alive.
Despite the fact that they were supposed to die like 4 years ago, technically.
Edward and Henry are literally that meme from Megamind. I thought you were dead! My death was greatly exaggerated.
No, literally, I made those memes when I saw them in the reboot.
It's like, my God, Edward and Henry, will you just imagine Mattel be like, will you two piss off already? We don't have to go to the bathroom. I just had to reference that.
I don't even know what we were referencing, but that's funny as fuck.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh, okay.
It's one of my favorite quotes from it.
Well, my favorite quote from it is Perfect Cell going to Frieza. Oh no, we're not playing your game, Frieza. We're playing mine.
Oh, oh yes. Hi, I'm Perfect Cell. Wait, that sounds more like a bad plankton.
Oh, that's the good shit.
Oh, that's the good shit. You.
Oh, I liked your edit of Rusty in the Boulder.
Hell yeah, Boulder murders everyone.
See, I love the fact that we can do that now.
Yeah, without any major editing, just take the clips and there you go. Boulder
Just
murders.
take the clips, put in some sound effects, boom,
and boom, everyone fucking dies. It really works with Rusty and Renee's too, since the boulder actually hits them.
Yeah. Although it's heavily implied that it hit it with Scarloey, though.
I mean, yeah, but since the boulder stops abruptly, I couldn't show the full take.
Oh, did it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I cut it off before it got stopped by the trucks.
Okay.
That's the funny thing, though. Thanks to that footage, you can never look at the boulder the same way again.
Yeah, no, just like, yeah, I know what went wrong. I know what hassle they had to go through.
Like in the episode, it looks so giant, so heavy and threatening. Yet in the behind the scenes, it keeps bouncing about.
You're just like, what was that thing made of?
I think that might have been a big. Imagine if that was just a basketball.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Or a beach ball.
It was probably, realistically though, it was probably made of foam.
I mean, only that way it could have been so bouncy. Bounce. I mean, literally, that thing bumps into Renee's and just falls off the viaduct.
Did we see it bounce back up, or did we just see it fall?
Just fall. I don't think it bounced up back again.
Okay.
But it was hilarious just seeing how many times that happened.
Yeah, just like, that was the small scale Renee's they used for that shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. No, wait, so does that mean they made two boulders?
I think they only had one.
Okay. No, because I'm just thinking, okay, how will that look then? Because I was thinking, Boulder looks very big compared to Renee's in that shot, so I'm wondering, what is it like next to the large scale?
I think that's why we never saw it properly next to him. The boulder is the same for both scales, but I guess because it is bigger than both scales, it just does the job.
Yeah. Also, hello, Super Dude 24.
But also another thing I love from the footage is is when they filmed Henry crashing into the sea in Something in the Air.
Oh yeah.
Just Henry goes head first into the water, stops, and then just the crew drags him forward.
Just like, okay, come on, we're gonna go all the way through with this.
Ah!
What liquid do you think they used? Because I don't think it was actually water. Because how much damage would that do to the models if it was?
I think they
water?
took the motor out for that.
Okay.
I mean, they had to do that to fit the hose that pumped out the water anyway.
Oh, yeah. No, now I get you. No, because I was thinking, like, how did they do that in the hit era? Say, when they had Thomas puffing through the water to push out Percy.
That might have been different material there. I don't know.
Okay.
Imagine if they used, like, the same technique Tugs did, where like the water wasn't really that deep, but they used like coloring to make it look deeper.
Yeah. And then they put goldfish into the set.
Also, man, watching the filming for Busy Going Backwards too. Holy fuck! What was?
Yeah, no, I need to look through all these tapes still. Like, I've only looked through like 2 of them.
I've watched all of them, and man, filming for Busy Going Backwards, my god.
That seems like an episode. That seems like an episode where everything just went wrong.
I mean, everything kept derailing. Like, holy fuck.
Did Toad have it? Did they derail with the passing each of the engines? Because I feel like you could do a similar thing to what they did with to what you did with them, Rusty and the Boulder.
I mean, I could do that because I could try that. I mean, the only one that I directly know is when James crashed into the last truck of Toad's train.
Okay. Well, you see, that you could play off, say, Toad's train was getting shorter and shorter with each engine he crashed into.
Alles in Ordnung, Gizzy? Sorry, that was my dog.
That's fine. I have a dog, too. He's just outside. Yes?
What?
I was just going to say, my dog's just outside as well. I tried to call
That's
him.
not a good idea.
Which is only a tiny dog.
Yeah, but the heat.
Sorry, my mom was calling me.
Spencer, you in your shed again?
No.
I hope you're not looking at things.
I'm looking at trains, Mom.
Okay, that's fine. Wait, what trains?
The blue ones.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Oh, my mom and sister were babysitting my cousin's daughter today, and apparently she's a big fan of the reboot.
Well,
I've
fair
now disowned
enough.
them.
I mean, it means the reboot is doing something right.
Yeah, I know. You see, I'm like, okay, they've clearly done something right, but just why did it have to be this?
But let me guess, she watches the UK dub.
Yeah, you see that's where I'm like, okay, but for once, the UK dub is actually worse, and I hate
The
that.
UK dub is actually terrible.
I know, because
I mean, there is some okay voice talent in there. Like, I like the voice actor for Gordon, who also voices Cranky Bullstrode at the same time. But my god, I've never heard a voice acting this poorly directed.
yeah, no, Neil Crone is Gordon. That's I'll stick to the US dub for once with this chief.
And also, they recasted some of the characters in the UK dub for some reason.
Wait, as I say, they've changed?
Yeah.
Oh, who did they change?
Annie and Clarabelle, who previously shared the same VA in both dubs, got recasted. The same happened with Sir Topham Hatt and James as well. And now, instead of having the same voice in both dubs, they have their own separate UK actors.
Okay, that's weird.
Especially considering they already had British accents.
Yeah, no, that's even more.
Doesn't help that the
Yeah,
fact
I'm
that
just here. I'm just left in question now. I'm just questioning why has it come to this?
doesn't help that the new voice for Sir Topham Hatt is actually dreadful.
What did it sound like?
It kind of sounds like this.
Kill me.
Like the guy does a very high-pitched kind of voice, which is like, fuck, what the hell is this?
It's death.
Good morning, engines.
It's time to die.
Wait, what? And
I really
died
like all
in
the
end.
Stephanie gets lost footage.
That footage is much creepier with that aesthetic.
Yeah, no, it's just like, oh god, he's gonna die. So that was one of my favorite episodes as a kid. That was just like one of the peaks for me.
I think my favorite bits were everything that we saw for Haunted Henry, because there were so many awesome alternative takes.
Yeah, no, there's just like you could make like a full 10-minute episode with all that.
Even though you can tell it wasn't intended for a long episode, just alternative takes from what we saw.
Mm. Still, it just shows that the model team had so much ambition for what they wanted to do compared to what we actually saw.
For what?
It just shows that the team had such had such an ambition for what they wanted to do compared to what we actually saw.
Yep, especially if you look at the fucking concept art.
Yeah, no, just like Toby in the Flood. I would have loved to have seen that in like model form.
I mean, then again, I guess why they also. It's like, holy fuck, Robert, what the fuck were you thinking? You do know you're still filming on a model set, right?
Just like Robert was like, no, David can do this. I believe in him.
And then it's like, calm down.
David, you will do this.
No!
You're dead to me, David. I'm quitting.
No, okay, I'll try.
and then he quit 2 seasons later anyway.
I mean, almost everyone did, with the exception of 3.
Oh, really? I thought it was mainly consistent for who stuck on.
The only ones that stuck from the classic series team was Stephen Asquith, who had been involved with the show since season 1 at that point.
Yeah, no, I saw a season 8 review yesterday. And I was just like, he went through all of Steve Asquith's listings for all the seasons, from like seasons 1 to 7 up to that point, and it's like, this guy's CV must be fucking massive.
There's also David Eaves, I think, who still stuck around, and the cameraman, I think, for the classic series. What was his name again? I don't remember, but yeah, we still had 3 members of the classic series involved there.
Okay, I think it's just because that Steve Asquith was the director. It made me think, oh, that means a lot of people must have stuck on.
I mean, a handful of the writers from season 6 and 7 were still around.
Yeah, no, Abby Grant, Paul Larson, those are the 2 main ones that I know anyway.
I think the guy who wrote A Bad Day for Harold, he returned in season 10, I think.
Okay.
It's like the hit era and nitrogen era are so weird with the writers, because you'll have writers that are only around for 1 or 2 episodes and then just leave.
You know, Jan Page, was she season 7 and 6, or was she just 7?
I think she was definitely in. Hang on, Jan Page. Let me look quickly.
I saw her on a few things when I was rewatching season 7.
I'm checking right now. She was only in season 7, 4 episodes.
Okay. No, I saw her name a few times. Someone was just like, "Oh, maybe she stuck around," but no.
She was also the script editor for season 7, so there's that.
Oh, that's what I kept seeing her on, script editor.
By the way, do you want to? Oh, and then you have to think about some of the writer who wrote Best Dressed Engine is dead.
Who was that?
Hang on, let me check again. Polly Churchill.
Oh, okay.
She said she wrote Salty, Stormy Tale, and Best Dressed Engine. Unfortunately, she died in 2018.
Oh, okay. I remember hearing something that somebody who worked on season 10 died in like a boat thing. I don't know who that was.
Who was that again? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me quickly check who from the writing team of season 6 and 7 stuck around.
Paul Larson and Abby Grant will be given, though. I think those are just the main ones, I think.
Oh yeah, Paul Larson is so weird. He kept coming and going.
And he was very insistent with the stories he wrote. One day.
No, you go on. Sorry. No, you go on.
One day we get a Gordon and Spencer, or an Elizabeth the Vintage Laurie, or a Not So Slow Coaches. The other days we get a Calling All Engines, Marvelous Machinery.
Like Paul, like the thing is, he stuck around with the hits with the model series from season 6 till 12. Then he isn't present during the nitrogen era. Then he briefly returns for 2 seasons in the Brenner era. And then he returns again in the very last season.
Yeah, no, he was very interesting, to say the least.
Now, now I'm checking which one of the writers stuck around.
I think I've done most of the cleaning already.
Huh.
Now we get to look at my collection. Oh, welcome to my Thomas Take and Play collection. Please enjoy. There's no Thomas. There's Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Angry Toby, Duck, Donald, Douglas, Oliver, Faceless Diesel, Daisy, Bill, No Ben, Boko.
By the way, do you want to know something sad?
What?
The season 13 episode Percys Parcel was written by the same person who wrote Percy and the Haunted Mine, Edward's Brass Band, and Not So Hasty Puddings.
See, I don't like Percy and the Haunted Mine. I don't mind, and then the other two, I'm just like, they're okay. But Percy's Parcel, yeah, no, I didn't like that one.
It's another typical Nitrogen era episode.
That's just basically me with the night. Like, I have the nostalgia for the Nitrogen era, so that props it up slightly higher than Blubber for me. But I'm also like, yeah, no, you're
but
shit.
The thing is, you can't defend the Nitrogen era for all the awful things it's done.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't forgive it.
I'm not just talking about bad writing. I'm talking about the fact it's awful with its messages.
Yeah, no, just like, Thomas, don't be a racist. I'm going to be a racist. Okay.
Or how they just kind of gloss over the fact that Thomas steals hats from people in one episode.
I'll take that hat, but it's my hat. Too bad I'm taking it.
Okay, so the only writers from season 6 and 7 who were still around in the hit model era were Paul Lawson, Abby Grant, James Mason, and then in season 10, Simon Nicholson.
Okay. And then most of them must have been just one or two offs, I presume.
Well, yeah. That's the weird thing. It wasn't until the Brenner seasons where we actually had a mostly staying writing team.
Yeah, because like the Nitrogen era was just Miller, along with a couple of occasional others.
And now with All Engines Go, it's back to just having a shit ton of writers.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we got like 20 writers, and they're all going to get 6 episodes.
Actually, the funny thing is some writers for All Engines Go, at least at the moment, have only written one single episode.
How many is the producer wrote? Or Rick Savell?
Rick Savell only wrote one episode.
He only wrote the first one?
Yeah. But he was the producer up until episode... It was like... Hang on, when did he leave the show again? I need to check.
It was before season 2 started production.
Yeah, but the thing is, he wasn't even around for the entirety of season 1. Hang on, let me check.
Didn't he get something to do with DreamWorks?
Yeah, he went... Okay, Rick Savell only stayed around on All Engines Go up until episode 34 at the Paint Problem. After that, it was basically the season 2 team, just still working on season 1.
Fuck. So he wrote on for a season and 8 episodes. Going by
okay. I'm checking how many writers All Engines Go had at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
1.
Oh, hello, Jonathan.
Okay, let me see. Writers.
Seeing what's available on Twitter. Because Elon Musk is... no, Twitter is suing Elon Musk.
All Engines Go has had 23 writers.
So that means on average, everyone got like 1 point something of this episode.
Yeah. I mean, you have some writers who got multiple episodes, like the co-writing team, Sarah Eisenberg and Becky Wangberg, who wrote 5 episodes together. And you also have Peter Gaffney, aka All Engines Go's best writer, who wrote 4 episodes and the film Race for the Soda Cup.
Okay.
But then you have writers who only wrote 1 fucking episode.
Like Michael White.
It really makes me wonder how the hiring process goes. Do they just go like, okay, here's a freelance writer. We'll give him like 1 episode to do.
You know, because that's what it seems Mattel is trying to do with this. They're trying to get people who don't know Thomas on purpose.
The thing is, I love the writers are familiar with Thomas. It's just...
You know, they're familiar with Thomas, but they're just given the bare bones basic knowledge, being like, okay, now write an episode.
I mean, I do want to know what the writing process is for All Engines Go. I generally do want to know. Because it seems to be working on a freelance contract basis, where, a writer can come onto the show and then just leave.
That's cheaper in the long run, isn't it? I believe.
I think freelance writers are cheaper, but it does mean that these types of writers can kind of decide if they want to stay with something or not.
Okay, yeah, no, because I'm thinking, because I know it's a thing in animation that basically what a company will do is they'll order like 3 seasons, but it's only seen as 1 season, so because that technically makes it cheaper.
It's weird. I don't understand exactly how productions especially when something is produced in Canada.
Say if you want. Yeah, isn't it like extremely cheap to produce in Canada, or is that just how it works?
I think the way it works in Canada is if the production team is almost completely Canadian, you get like a tax cut or something like that from Canada.
Okay. So that must be why. Okay, we've been animating. We've had the animation team in Canada for over a decade. Well, why don't we just put everything in Canada now?
Yeah, previously only the animation was outsourced to Canada. Now the entire production is outsourced to Canada and the writing in America.
I find it funny that when changing to nitrogen to arc, they were just like, okay, we've given the Canadians a try. Who are we going to try next?
Canadians.
Let's try the Canadians again.
Let's just go with the Canadians! Yay! We got to get that tax cut.
What made them choose arc?
I think it was because they promised at least the same quality as nitrogen, but for a cheaper price or something like that.
Okay. Well, they surpassed nitrogen in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I want to know what it was like working for Greg Sheeran and Alan Thomas, because from what I've seen and heard, especially on Sausage Party in particular, just like, okay, Greg, you did this for one production. What did you do for Thomas? Because you can tell that they had to reuse a lot of angles and shots.
I bet he's just like,
How many people died on studio?
No one. My studio is great.
Okay, now who rendered Thomas' CGI model, because it fucking sucks.
Shit, bollocks, cock.
Who made James the size he was?
I'm out.
No, but genuinely, it feels like with nitrogen, they put so much.
Greg left like the pussy he was.
It feels like the design team didn't really give much of a shit when making the Steam team, but then when you look at like everyone else, they were just like, okay, yeah, no, they're pretty spot on to their models.
Yeah.
Because like James became big as fuck because they based him on the Wharf scale for some reason.
Which is still one of the ugliest decisions ever.
But why did they have to make Wharf scale James the way he was? In fact, they made the season 10 brass ones. They tried to make them look like the Wharf scale, and I'm just like, well, surely you can just make the wharf scale look like the perspex.
I think the problem was because it was a different scale, it was a little bit more difficult to get that down properly.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm no modeling expert, so
yeah, well, no, that is probably it. Just like different scales, different costs, different budgets,
and different ways to do it.
I mean, it's not like we have all these small scale models that we could use, but no. So to be fair, that probably worked out better for us in the long run because that means the fans now have them because they went unused for like so long that they got thrown out.
Yeah. Yep.
Except 2 of them are in the hands of an asshole.
Yep. Tom Props, you'll still suck ass.
Suck my... No, I don't mind that he kept all this stuff hidden for a documentary because I know he wasn't going to put it because there's no way he was going to put all those images into one documentary unless it was like a 60-hour thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Is that documentary ever getting finished?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I was just going to say that. Just like, okay, but there's been no update for like 2 years. I think you should just release it.
Just dump your collection towards us, Tom, or else we'll beat the shit out of you.
Again, I feel like that's what I like to think when the images were leaked. It's that one quote. I imagine just the people who were leaking the images being like, going to Tom being like, we're not playing your game, Tom. We're playing ours.
But it was asked not to release those. Yeah, we asked the crew members, and only like a few of them didn't want this.
You're just like, I can understand the ones with like, the people that were like taking the rolling stock and being like,
yeah, but the thing is, those images were fine to be released. They've asked the people who are in those photos.
They wanted them to be released. They were just like, yeah, release them. Sure. It was a fun time to work on the show. And yeah, sure, if people want to know more about this, then share it. But no, you got to do it your own way. You got to
This actually reminds me, there is someone who said, why didn't you blur out the faces of the crew members in the season 5 rushes? And I'm like, bruh, those were like over 20 years ago. I don't think they give a shit anymore about footage from when they were like over 20 years younger.
You're just like, no, they either look completely different or are dead.
Oh, God. I mean, that's true with David Mitten.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Oh, God. That's actually the weird thing, though. I don't think we ever saw David in the footage.
Sure, he was probably like, okay, blow up the shed in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
David, no! God damn it, David!
I just wonder what he was like to work with, because he sounds like a real madman to work with.
And he has a good sense of fashion.
Exactly. That man wore the fanciest drip on set.
He looked like a fucking gangster when they filmed Diesel Does It Again.
Just like, morning, boys.
Morning, David. And there's like this one behind the scenes image they released from season 4 where David has like, he looks like he has a Hawaiian shirt on.
Oh yeah, it's like the one with Wellsworth or something.
No, the one from, it's the one from on the narrow gauge slate quarry set.
Yeah. David seems like an absolute hoot to work with. Now I find it funny because the more I hear about behind the scenes of the show, I'm just like, wait, I have that same issue.
I just wish we had audio from when they were filming Rusty and the Boulder.
That'd be gorgeous. Just like
just okay. Action! God damn it, Boulder!
I didn't realize
there's that one clip where the boulder just ends up rolling into Rusty's like siding, and you can just see the eye mechanism going. Ah!
What was I going to say? I find it. I didn't realize this too recently, but 2/3 of the Farquhar shed prop are destroyed.
Oh.
because the brown shed and the two other sheds were separate pieces.
Yeah.
So, and the one they used for the sheds in the Rusty and the Boulder is the two shed portion.
Oh dear.
And we never see that shed again after that episode. So I
David,
assume,
David!
and then the single shed, we see that very regularly because it's the shed that Oliver has in Snow Engine.
Okay, David, what the fuck? You destroyed our hopes of seeing Tidmouth again.
Fuck!
God damn it, David!
Actually, wait a second. I just remembered. I need to message someone who's going to the Audrey event to ask Michael something to see if he'll know, because I've had a theory for a while. The Tidmouth station may have been planned to come back at some point.
What, in the CGI series?
Yes, because in the background of the Brazilian dockyard, we see sheds that look very similar to Farquhar sheds. Now, it could have just be a coincidence, but the conspiracy theorist within me has been like, wait a second, that's the same shit that was at Tidmouth. That was the same. Oh my god, they were planning to bring back Tidmouth.
And there was also that one place in Italy that had like a station that looked almost identical to Upper Brandon.
Oh yeah. See, I imagine what would have happened if they took the efforts of trying to recreate all these countries and put those efforts into making new Sodor sets. What could we have had?
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's see. We could have had could have had Crosby back. Could have gotten Hackenbeck, depending on which station actually is Hackenbeck.
Oh yeah. You want to know also from the rushes the fact that they had a fucking take of James's leading wheels not derailed in
Yeah, I know. You see, I understand why they went with the one they did because it runs more smoothly. As in with the one where he's on the rails, it's very jigged. As
and it's very distracting at the same time.
Yeah.
Like why?
Like, I'm just thinking, why couldn't they just do a third take? Were they that desperate to get all the close-up wheel shots?
But you know what I find interesting is looking at the amount of deleted scenes or like alternate footage that was shot for the spooky episodes compared to the regular ones.
Yeah, no, because they were just like, it's clear. Again, that's why I said they clearly had They've clearly had much more in mind when filming these compared to what actually happened.
And even then, it doesn't mean the episodes don't work the way they do.
Yeah, I know, but it's just they had a lot more planned than what they did.
But Henry was Henry.
What would you say Farquhar sheds are called in the show, as it isn't located at Farquhar in the show?
Tidmouth mini sheds.
That is accurate, though. That is accurate if you look at the Adventures version of Tidmouth sheds.
Or the branch line sheds.
Yeah, that's something. Actually, unless they were planning for a Farquhar extension and were planning to put Farquhar sheds at Farquhar.
Yeah, probably.
I find it funny that how considering how iconic Farquhar is, it's funny how very little we see it in the model series, because we see it in seasons 1, 3, one shot in 5, and then like 2 shots in 8. Then we don't see it again at all until the adventure begins.
That's a good point. A lot of iconic locations barely actually appeared in the show.
You know, here's something I realized recently. The Great Discovery and Season 5, I believe, are the only productions in the show to not have Knapford at all.
I think that's actually true.
Because it's in one shot in Calling All Engines.
I'm pretty sure that was stock footage.
Yeah, no, it was stock footage. It was stock footage from Fish.
What is it with Napford getting so badly treated sometimes? It's the most iconic station in the show.
Yeah, I know, it's like one of the stations, because, like, I'll go get my custom one now. Ta-da!
Drop it.
I know it's shit.
Drop it.
I eventually want to redo this.
Drop it. Oh my god, you actually did it. Are you crazy?
No, it's okay. No, it was like that anyway. I can just put it back on. Well, yeah, no, I eventually want to redo it. I eventually want to remake that at some point because, yeah, I want to have the six rows instead of just 4.
By the way, Spencer.
Yeah.
Don't do that again.
Okay. I wonder how Audrey reacted to that the locations were different in the show, as Knapford was very different in the Railway series than it is in the show. That's a good question because, well, we know that he said that he wrote like a bunch of things to Brit, being like, "No, trains don't do that." When he was referring to like, "No, James and Edward can't be a dryer."
Because that is gay.
But no, from what, but he said that he likes seasons 1 and 2, and then anything after that he hated.
You know, I don't have big ideas with the with how they treated my choo-choos. I'm a very sad person, you see.
Oh god, that's wrong.
I love the bit in the Thomas the Tank Engine Man documentary where he's reading the end of Wrong Road, being like, "But Gordon thinks to this day that Boko saved his life, but we know the twins were only joking, don't we?" And then he just smiles.
I wonder if he recorded the full thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm wondering as well. Like, did he read the full story? Because that means we can get an adaptation of Wrong Road. Just narrated by Audrey.
With like a nearly 80-year-old man narrating.
You
Now,
know,
Gordon, I'd say Boko would love to let you take some of his trucks.
Gordon spluttered. I won't pull Boko's dirty cock.
What?
Didn't you know Boko secretly has a cock? What the fuck am I doing?
Oh, I'm making a thing.
Who is that? Wait, who's that?
It's an OC from a fan, from a writer.
Let me. Does it begin? Is it a writer who starts with the?
Yes.
Is it buried?
Yes.
Is it a truck?
Yes.
Is it a dog?
No, I don't think it's a dog.
Is it Dudley?
Yeah, no, it is Dudley. I don't plan to adapt the saga yet, but I like the cat. I realized it was so simple for me to make because I had a spare tag along Henry, and I had a Neville tender, so I was just like, wait a second, I can just paint one black.
And the other but yeah, don't adapt the trilogy or whatever because Mainland Studios is doing it.
Well, he doesn't have exclusive rights to it now, does he?
Yeah, but at the moment he does.
Well, there's nothing stopping someone else from just adapting the saga into one movie, and then meanwhile he's releasing it week by week, and then it's just like, oh, I've already seen this.
But I think you're in for a really good good time with that adaptation, by the way.
Yeah, no, I've watched the trailer multiple times and I'm being like, fuck yeah, I want to watch it.
I've seen some test footage for it as well, and you're going to adore the performance for Dudley by what was it, Silverband?
Yeah, no, he's I can't wait. I've listened to a bit of it. Who does he voice? Because I'm not too sure.
He
if I've heard
voices
him.
Dudley himself.
No, but what's he voiced in other projects?
He's voiced his own videos.
Okay, well, I don't think I've watched any of his content then.
He has a very cool voice, very deep.
Deep and empowering, and powerful.
The great and powerful Gordon!
Speaking of Gordon,
I am a fat face.
yeah, Gordon's another model I actually really need to buy. I've used this Gordon ever since I started making content 6 years ago. He's the only main character.
I am ugly as shit, said Gordon.
You know, he is. Look at
Hey, I didn't mean that literally, you asshole.
Like, I don't hate most of my models. I will tolerate most of them, though I will admit most of them need new models.
That's why filming in trains is a good thing, because you never need to buy more new models.
Yeah, but then you have to rely on other people to make them.
Good point.
Where's the trains 2019 Harvey model? I fucking want it.
We have a Harvey model though.
Yeah, I know there is a Harvey model, though I want an up-to-date one. Despite the fact that I don't use trains. Oh, another thing, if you want use for that Edward model, there's nothing stopping you from doing. Wait a second. Do an evil version of Edward Gets the Express.
Wait, what?
If you want use for the TSI Edward model, do an evil version of
Where he doesn't do it out of kindness, but to spite Gordon.
Yeah, just like, oh, I've got an idea.
Wait, what are you doing? No, don't kill me! Ah! He takes Gordon's blood.
And I really want to see people use that Emily model because I love the different liveries.
I might do a season 5 inspired adaptation of Emily's Army, maybe.
Is that based off the one that Dareth Azrael used?
Who?
Dareth, I forget.
Darth Assassin?
What?
Darth Assassin?
Oh yes. Sorry.
No, that's a different.
I was going by
model.
his Twitter name.
It's a different model.
Oh no, but is it based off of?
I think the livery might be.
Yeah, no, because I remember seeing that livery in his adaptation of Emily's New Coaches, and I really like that livery.
But man, that's Murdoch though. He's a giant beach.
Yeah, no, I fucking want that in Take and Play scale.
But that's way too fucking large.
I know, but still. Meanwhile, I'm stuck with this Emily.
Oh, I look very small.
Yeah, no, like, I'm sorry, but I could easily pass this off as a bloomer if I wanted to. And I'm surprised Mattel, they did do it recently with the push-along one, but we don't talk about that. But I'm especially surprised for the 2013 rendition of Take and Play that they weren't like, okay, let's make her accurate. I heard a theory recently the characters like Spencer and Mallard would have two faces. What?
No.
What the fuck is that theory? I've heard this theory that the piece of cheese was meant to appear in season 27 because they were going to bring back Alicia the mouse. Wait, hang on a second. What? Where's Alicia?
Wait, what?
The mouse from season 6.
She's probably dead.
I know, but I'm thinking now. We see a CGI render of a rat. in Day of the Diesels. So there was nothing stopping them from making it grey, making a small hole.
The thing is, the tip of shit's got demolished. She's probably dead.
Fuck, you're right.
I mean, she's a mouse. Who gives a shit about mice?
Yeah, I know, but we never see her again.
Yeah, because she's dead.
No! Gordon killed her. It was all Gordon. He couldn't bear the noise of that mouse. So he did one. So his driver left a piece of cheese on the rails, and Gordon knew what to do. As their class has a smoke box underneath the streamlining, and as the engines have faces on their smoke boxes, they would have a face underneath the stream. What the fuck? That's creepy.
Oh.
Actually, what? I nearly dropped Murdoch. Hello, I'm Spencer. I need to get my firebox cleaned out. Okay, Spencer, just remove your face. I don't see any face at the back of this. That reminds me, I need to make Spencer faces.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, no, you don't.
What if I want to adapt records?
And do it.
I'm surprised more people have adapted that story.
Probably because a lot of them don't have a daisy outside of the trains users.
You see, I noticed that there's very few model adaptations of his stuff. Like, I'm one of 3 people that have done it.
Probably because a lot of his stories feature characters that are a bit harder to get in model form or toy form.
That's fair enough, because, well, I'm lucky enough to have the majority of the classic series cast in diecast. Wow.
Ah, my eyes. Ouch. Ouch.
What did you do to your eyes?
I was rubbing them because I'm a bit tired.
Then get some sleep, boy.
Dude, I have to take care of the animals here. I'm home alone.
Screw the animals. Well, no, I'm not going to say screw the animals.
Yeah, that implies you want me to do something else.
Why do you interpret things in the most sexual way possible?
Trust me, if I were drunk, I would be much worse.
Oh, I watched Day of the Diesels intoxicated the other day.
Oh dear. Well,
it's even worse when intoxicated.
Well, maybe I should just get drunk and watch a special. Then again, I get drunk quite often, so.
I'm trying to think, what's a good special to watch when drunk?
Misty Island Rescue?
Yeah, that's a good one. Magic Railroad, since that is basically a drug trip.
Oh God!
So that means you're not only on an alcohol trip, you're on a drug trip as well.
Just imagine when drunk singing the songs from the film. This is your dining time. Climbing through your mama.
You're on cloud 6.
666.
Road 66.
Hang on, give me a second.
You have 7 seconds. Are you still there? I wanted to make it. Wait, I'm sorry. I wanted to make a Tidmouth too. Please don't do that. I hate Magic Mirror. Well, no, I hate what the film did to the franchise afterwards, not necessarily the film itself. I wanted to make. Why did you want to make Tidmouth 2? What was thinking? Yes, I want to make a sequel to this. There's enough story potential for a sequel.
Also, Spencer, since you asked me why do I interpretate things as sexual as possible, come on, we're all adults here. We can make a sex joke. A sex joke ain't bad.
I know. I'm not saying it's bad though. I just find it funny that you always go for the most sexual thing.
Come on, we're all adults here.
Fair enough, because the film meant that so much to me 2 years ago. Fair enough, but I don't think there's anything that generates it enough to make a sequel.
I mean, they were going to make one, but
yeah, I know, because the toy sales were that good.
But what could have been done with a Tidmouth 2?
I know, because like the characters that you have established in the film, I don't feel like there's enough story potential for another film, unless you want to bring in the whole cast.
Imagine if it's just Magic Railroad 2 Electric Boogaloo.
That's a film I'd pay to watch twice.
Or just Diesel 10's Revenge. Or Revenge of the 10.
He gets all 10 diesels. Well, no, he can't get Splatter, and he can't get Arian Bird because Splatter. And
now listen here, Bernie.
Oh God!
I've got a job for you. I want you to murder steam engines. Oh yeah, we like doing that. Yeah.
I sound more like
Marlon once he got away.
Wait, what?
You heard me. What do you reckon he did to Arian? What do you reckon the Fat Controller did to Arian Bird after?
He probably threw them in the smelting pit and then just purchased new diesels with the same name.
So that explains the complete character shift from seasons 5 to 6.
I mean, yeah, it would.
Also, I find it weird that Duck was working at the smelter's yard in season 6.
Yeah, that is kind of odd.
I love that episode, but I'm also like, why is even Kid Me was like, when did Duck work at the smelters?
Okay.
And then I realized that was just Hit slowly implying that they were going to kill him off.
So how is the heat right now?
It's okay right now. It's cooled down a bit.
I mean, duh. It's evening now.
Yeah, I know, but still, it was blazing, boy.
Now listen here, boy. Well, I'm fucking dying here.
I'm dying. I've just seen 6 people drop dead within the last 5 minutes.
Oh shit, boy. Now I say now, boy. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just looking for something to do. I'm sticking this piece of Lego into my ballast.
Ow! Cried the ballast.
Why? Now my computer's nearly dead, and now I need to plug it in.
So wait, do you film your videos in your garage?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Where else would I film it? My room's got no space.
I don't know. I don't know.
I film in the basement. Just joking, we don't have one.
We stick together and die.
Well, no, I'm here, actually. Here's the whole area.
That's where you film.
Yes.
That's small as fuck.
Well, it's decently sized. It's not the biggest thing in the world, though it's also not the smallest. Perfectly average size filming area.
Ooh. Also, you know that Thomas model from Ravenshire works?
I believe so.
It's the season 3 Thomas.
Oh.
It's getting an update.
I noticed that everyone seems to make a season 3 Thomas. No one makes like season 2 Thomas or season 4 Thomas or season 5 Thomas. It's always season 3.
Because season 3 Thomas looks great.
I know, but still, I wish people. But everyone complains just like, oh my god, there's such an overabundance of Thomas models. No, there's only an overabundance of season 3 Thomas.
Maybe. True.
Where's the Great Discovery Thomas? Where's the Brass Thomas?
I mean, we have a Great Discovery Thomas now.
Yeah, I know. It just got released like 2 weeks ago. And then, where's the season 12 Thomas? Eh?
That isn't any different than the Great Discovery Thomas.
I know, but still. Well, does the Great Discovery Thomas have CGI faces? I don't think so. Actually, I wonder if anyone would actually be willing to put in the effort to make that. Just take the Great Discovery model and then be like, okay, now let's plop a CGI face onto that thing.
Yup.
Actually, that's Mainland could do that with ease. Because he does have a hit arrow Thomas, I know. So all he needs to do is take like the face off of that.
Yep.
Then put his CGI faces on, and then boom. I think it's because most people like season 3. Well, you see, I'm gonna be the contrarian and be like, no, I don't like season 3. I think season 3 sucks.
To be fair, a lot of Thomas models come with a lot more livery options nowadays. So
yeah, no, that is a thing as well. I love the fact that we're getting to a point like, okay, yeah, here's a red Murdoch,
and
just because we can.
Yeah.
Does the workshop's Tatmer Thomas have a LBSC livery, or is that?
Yeah, I think it does.
Okay, no, it's just I knew I'd seen like an LBSC livery Thomas somewhere. I was just confused. Greyface and Clarabelle would have been the worst idea ever. Well, you see, it was an idea. They just didn't execute it. They just didn't execute on it. Thankfully.
Yep.
Who came up with that idea and drew that concept art? It needs to be lined up.
Yeah. They probably just thought since they were going to do the faces animated, now they just assumed let's make everyone have the same type of face.
And Annie and Clarabelle didn't even they didn't say anything in season 12.
Nope. They didn't.
Or any of
they didn't speak. At that point in the show, the last time they spoke was in seasons 11, Thomas in Trouble, and then they didn't speak again until Blue Mountain Mystery.
Yeah, no, that's even weirder that they weren't speaking in CGI.
Especially when they were around all the fucking time when Thomas was on screen.
Yeah, that's what made it weird. Like, it's okay in the hit era because, Angela's voices everyone. I doubt maybe he just doesn't want to do a woman's voice.
It's so weird because in the Nitrogen era, Annie and Clarabelle are essentially what Edward and Henry are right now in All Engines Go.
Yeah, they're just cameo. They're just non-speaking cameo crew.
I mean, to be fair, there are a couple of scenes in All Engines Go where Edward and Henry aren't the focus. They just don't speak.
Yeah, that's confused me.
Like that one scene with the traffic jam at Wellsworth.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
It's like you have them in full focus, but it's just like they're not doing anything outside of being angry at each other.
And then,
but Henry has a weird thing on All Engines Go. He actually got updated to look like himself, and he's being put in that upcoming Meet the Engines book.
yeah, which means it's possible that they could have something planned, but I wouldn't count on it. Probably.
But why else would you put him in a book about the characters?
Is Edward in it?
That hasn't been confirmed yet, but it could happen.
Okay.
I mean, we have Henry confirmed at least.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking, isn't there like 90 pages in that book or something?
It's like 96, but a couple of characters get double pages, so a couple of best moments from them can be incorporated.
Yeah, no, because I have the CGI version of that book, and most of the characters are double paged.
True, but you have to keep in mind, All Engines Go doesn't have that many characters at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Even though it is weird that we're getting the most random characters.
Yeah, we're getting Whiff. We're getting Beresford. We're getting Ghost.
The thing is, Whiff was planned for season 1.
Yeah, no, I know Rick wanted to bring in Whiff because he liked the character.
But now we're getting a Shima of all international characters.
Yeah, I've just realized that means we're probably gonna get a redo of her push along model.
Oh. Also, a recent short for All Engines Go referenced the original series.
What? Which short was this?
It was the short, the team cleanup from the miniseries Train School.
Okay.
And you want to know what episode they referenced from the original series?
What?
Nia and the Elephant.
God damn it!
Like Nia says in that episode in the short that she carried an elephant once as her most exciting delivery. And come on, that's such an obvious reference to Nia and the Elephant.
Yeah, no, that is clearly, yeah. Is Rebecca, Duck, and Rosie not in All Engines Go because the letters on their sides? Oh,
No.
yeah. Because
no, they just didn't have the budget to do it.
I doubt Mattel would be urging to bring Duck back.
You want to know what's funny? Rick Savall is interested in seeing Duck and All Engines Go.
He is?
Yeah, someone asked him on Twitter what characters he would have liked to see in the show if he could still put some in, and he said that he was interested in Toby and Duck.
Okay. He also I read the interview of him on the wiki, and he wanted to bring in Devil's Back, and I was like, wait, what? You want to bring in that?
But that didn't happen, and now we're stuck with Cannonball Curve, which is just inspired by it.
Yeah, and they rebranded the Magical Tracks game to be All Engines Go theme, and they made one of the things Cannonball Curve that doesn't look like Cannonball Curve.
Nope.
What's funny is that I re-downloaded that game specifically to play the All Engines Go version just to be like, okay, how did you fuck this up?
I mean, it's literally just the same game.
Yeah, I know it's just the same game, but I don't like it.
But it is weird to think that Devil's Back kinda is in All Engines Go.
Yeah, because like the creator's just like, yes, I did have intentions to bring in Devil's Back. I didn't put it in there.
We did kind of bring it in with that weird Cannonball Curve like location.
Yeah. Which we all thought was Gordon's Hill initially.
Which, yeah. I wonder if they are going to bring in Gordon's Hill, because there are already a lot of hills in All Engines Go.
Oh wait, I just realized I watched the Michaels episode of All Engines Go yesterday, and they technically did reference the original series once more. Because Nia helps Thomas up the hill, and just like, remember Thomas when I helped you up this hill when we first met?
The thing I do find interesting is that this implies that in All Engines Go, Nia was an engine that was brought to Sodor and not by events like BWBA.
You know, because it's clearly just like, okay, the events happen similarly, just not exactly the same.
Yep.
It's a bit how, like, I imagine some events happening in The Adventure Begins, because, like, they reference Jet Engine and Runaway Elephant and all that. So my whole thing is just like, yes, those things took place, but they're not 100% accurate to how we saw them in the episodes themselves. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
And what else? I do kind of like the ending of the Nia episode, though. That was very sweet.
He's like, we're gonna have a whole fucking tap dance.
That wasn't from Michael's episode. That was from the finale of season 1.
Oh no, sorry, I was getting mixed up.
The one where we just throw
both those episodes are parties.
And I do like I just burst out laughing when I saw the Fat Controller tap dance.
I'm sorry, that man does not have the athleticism to pull off a tap dance.
For a fat ass, he does have the moves.
Why is there more female engines in All Engines Go than male engines?
That isn't actually true. There's just more female characters in the main cast.
Yeah, no, that's just the thing. Well, actually, let's look at the original series. How many female characters do we have in total?
A couple, but it's still a male-dominant cast.
Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 so far from my collection.
And in All Engines Go, you have three males, or technically you have 4 males in the main cast: Thomas, Percy, Diesel, and Gordon to some extent. I mean, Gordon is the most appearing adult character, but I don't think you could count him as a main. But then you have Carly, Sandy, Nia, and Kana, which makes it a sort of even. But also think about it. Then you still have more male characters, because you still have Edward, Henry, James.
You got everyone else from the original series. Just like they're just not prominent.
Yeah, you still have, and Cranky too. Cranky is great in All Engines Go.
Here's the thing. I've seen like all of the first 26 episodes. I don't remember a thing.
You were watching the bad side of season 1. That one is more rough than the later half, where it actually feels like they give a shit to some extent.
You see, I'm not denying that nobody. I'm not saying that nobody. Well, no. That's. I'm sort of making up from what you said, but I don't believe that nobody gave a shit when watching this. I do believe that the people making this were just like, okay, let's make an effort.
I just think that the later half of season 1 does have a bit more stronger storytelling in it, because there are legit some stories that I really enjoyed, like the super long shortcut, which is just a great episode with Thomas and Gordon.
Well, yeah, that's one of the few season 2 ones I've seen.
Still season 1.
Yeah, I know, it's like season 1B.
Yeah, because of that huge ass episode order, but we're still getting another 52 episodes.
Which shows that it must be successful to an extent.
I mean, the thing is, Mattel greenlit those amount of episodes from the get-go.
You see, that's how animation works in general, isn't it? Like they batch order like so many episodes to like release in like 4 batches or something.
Yeah, but the thing is, they are still split productions, I think. So they are still getting a different budget for season 2, I think.
Okay.
I mean, considering we're getting 5 characters now in season 2, that does kind of imply they do have a decent budget now.
You know, because like they're adding back or they're adding new characters. Because there's Bruno, there's Whiff, there's Beresford. Is there anyone else that I'm forgetting for season 2? No, there's the Green Crane.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
I think that's it for season 2 at least.
The one thing I hope we get to see in season 2 is more stations, because we only saw 5 stations. We only saw 3 stations on Sodor in season 1.
Harwick, Vickerstown, and Knapford.
And I guess that one like weird station that's in the middle of nowhere.
It's the Nowhere station.
Yeah, but only 4
Wait,
stations.
no, it's Balesbridge.
But yeah, so yeah, it's only like four stations. Even though it is implied that Wellsworth and Kronk are still around.
Well, we never saw Kronk at all in the series, I don't think.
Yeah, but it is implied through a map from a magazine that it is still around.
Yeah, but I just find it so weird that there's just like locations that are there. We just haven't seen them. Still to this day in the original series.
Yep.
Because Vickerstown went unseen for like the longest time until like 2016.
And now Vickerstown appears very frequently in All Engines Go.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a very nice looking rendition of Vickerstown, I'll give them that.
I'm just going to say I prefer the CGI one mainly because I can't remember the All Engines Go one.
I mean, it looks almost exactly like the one from the CGI series. It's definitely based on it.
Yeah, no, it clearly is, but I'm just like, okay, what's the outside of it like? I can't remember that.
I just find it funny, though, that the first time Vickerstown appeared on All Engines Go was the first time we also saw Henry in All Engines Go.
Okay, here's something weird. A CGI-related media is still being made, like a book called Thomas Goes to Japan.
I mean, the thing is, Mattel clearly hasn't completely abandoned the CGI series, considering they still post videos about it on YouTube.
Yeah, no, because like they uploaded like The Adventure Begins in both dubs on the 2 channels.
Yep. And they're uploading these episode compilations from the Nitrogen era, so it's like they haven't completely abandoned it at the moment.
Why Nitrogen? Why season 13 and 14 of all things, though?
I guess because it's easy to upload compilations of those.
Yeah, I know, but they've uploaded like 50 different compilations, and I'm just like, okay, I'm pretty sure you've run out of episodes. You're just putting the same episodes in.
Yeah, it's because they're trying to cheat the YouTube algorithm.
Though I'm thinking they could technically just cheat it more if they just use more than season 13.
Yeah, but still, it's cheating the algorithm what they're doing.
Also, do you know anything about this Thomas Goes to Japan book?
It's like some book that's exclusive to Japan, I think.
Okay, no, because I'm wondering if this book
it like has Thomas, Percy, and James is going to like a railway in Japan, but that's all I know.
Okay, no, because I was thinking this could be based off of that deleted, that unused season 25 thing, concept plans things they had planned.
I mean, maybe that's where the inspiration for the book came from.
Yeah, probably. So I find it funny that they didn't go to Japan sooner, considering just how popular it is in Japan.
They probably were too busy with all these other countries.
The thing is that one song, "The Journey Never Ends," did imply that there were a lot of places that they wanted to go to.
Yeah, no, just like, we're gonna go to Russia. Kind of good they didn't do that now.
Oh God! Imagine if they actually had episodes set in Russia, and now because of the war, it's like awkward.
They were just like, yes, we at Thomas and Friends do not support the Russians in any way, which is why we are deleting the Russian episodes from the canon of the series.
We're deleting the episodes from existence.
The Great Race is no longer canon. Ivan does not exist.
And neither do you.
Oh!
And he's dead.
Speaking of Ivan, I want to rule your country.
Hey, Russian comrade, give me all your vodka.
I am Comrade Ivan. Give me vodka.
I want to get drunk.
Hello, Comrade Dudley. How are you today? Give me vodka.
Mwah. he just gets a fucking kiss.
Mwah!
A very Russian kiss. Kiss.
Does Hit/Michelle ignore Ireland in terms of Thomas? What do you mean, do they ignore Thomas in terms of? Well, you see, Thomas has never been it's been big in Ireland, though it hasn't been to the same degree as it was in the UK and the US. No, to no extent, I wouldn't think, because we didn't get Wooden Railway at all here. Like, you can find it in some stores in the UK, though in Ireland, Wooden Railway is just non-existent.
Maybe it's a secret conspiracy theory.
That's because it's because we hate wood. Yes, the Irish hate wood. They took away our alcohol.
No alcohol for you, comrades. What is it with the comrades?
How are you, Comrade Jerome?
I am very good, comrade.
Also, here's something that about them still keeping the original series alive. They still put CGI stuff in the magazines, in the monthly magazines. Like, there's bits of All Engines Go that still seems to be predominantly CGI for the magazines, at least.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's the best thing to put it is because well, the new wooden railway line seems to be predominantly CGI based, especially with the characters that they're making.
Even though Kana, Sandy, and Kali are planned.
Oh, are they?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Kana was just a repaint of Kenji.
Probably.
And actually, wait, how are they going to do Carly? That's going to be a weird one to see.
Yeah, probably.
Also, I'm surprised that they didn't have I'm surprised they don't have Carly do the thing that Alfie does.
Oh, you mean spin the head around?
Yeah.
You know, that would probably save Carly from having to jump around.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking as well. Just like, she can jump around in theory.
It's weird. I mean, then again, All Engines Go is weird.
Everything's weird at this point. There's no consistency in anything.
I mean, thanks to All Engines Go, we have 660 Edward.
I forget that exists, and now you've reminded me, and now I hate you for it.
I mean, come on, how can you forget 660 Edward?
You have no idea how much season 2 Edward I had to rewatch to burn that image out of my head.
Well, when we see him in season 2 of All Engines Go.
Hopefully, he will be fixed.
I do hope so.
My only question is, does this require them to re-rig the models then? Because Henry had a lot of changes. What?
Hang on a moment.
Okay. What's on Twitter's? Nothing's on Twitter's.
I mean, the thing is, they probably would have to redo the rigging for the wheels, but I don't think it would be that difficult considering all they have to do is just remove 2 sets of wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, that does make sense, actually. Oh my
I do
god!
hope
Oh
they
my!
fix... What?
They're doing Fred for the Audrey extravaganza. They're doing a Fred train.
Ooh.
I fucking love Fred, despite the fact we never actually see him. Have you seen the All Engines Go? Farmer McCall. He looks nothing like the original. You know, he looks like a hillbilly.
Hey, Thomas. Hey, Thomas. I've got some orders for you. Here's some new pigs. Yeehaw!
Oh yeah, and Harold's in it. I keep forgetting Harold's in it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, who do you think is going to crash Duncan at the Audrey extravaganza?
Oh, God.
Because think about, well, it's only a £5 thing. There's nothing stopping anyone from being like, okay, let's put Duncan in reverse.
Backing
Yeah.
up! Backing up! Backing up!
Oh boy, my first day on the job.
Driver, you idiot! You derailed Duncan onto the standard gauge line!
Oh yeah, there is like a standard gauge line like right next to it.
Just imagine someone reverses Duncan onto it, and then just another engine comes.
It's just Gordon coming down at top speed.
Out of the way, Duncan! Ah!
Duncan is the only engine that should be allowed to swear because he's just an engine that would swear.
Now listen here, you little wee shit. I'm going to fucking murder you if you don't piece off and let me sleep. Spencer?
Also, what was I going to say? It's going to be. Have you booked? Are you going to see the live stream lecture?
No.
Okay, well, I bought myself a ticket for it, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, good for you.
Did you see the trailer that they put up yesterday for it?
It's always trains. It's always about trains, isn't it?
Because trains are fucking cool. Look at all these trains.
I consume the train.
Look at this one right here. He's cool. And look at this. Look at this funny little dude. He's got a funny face. It looks nothing like the show. Gator really kind of got screwed over when it came to accuracy to his face and merch.
Oh yeah, didn't something happen to his actor?
No, when it comes to his merch.
Oh.
Like none of the faces look accurate to the model.
Come on, give him a kiss.
Also, we got this dude who was meant to be in season 6. Kind of. Not really. Funny story.
The toy makes them look squished as fuck.
I bought this with the intention of making it Little Giant. That still hasn't happened. And to be honest, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm also kind of like, wait a second, now I'm only missing Bertram to own all the narrow gauge engines now. And let's be honest, do we really need to count Bertram, given his 2 seconds of screen time? Or is Enterprising done injustice enough to the point where I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I need to buy one?
I don't know.
Because I do kind of find it funny that some of these characters, their interpretations in is determined by how fans have done them. Because
Yup.
Bertram was nothing until Enterprising took him and was like, okay, what if I had him quote Shakespeare?
Yeah. You know the thing I find funny is that I'm more used to EE93's portrayal of Bertram in Thomas 1 Edward 2 Henry 3 series.
Oh yeah.
He's essentially playing almost the exact same version of Bertram, but at this time himself.
Yeah. Oh, come along now. Let's get these trucks up that incline.
Bertram, you idiot! What are you doing?
Oh my God! I'm gonna crash. And next minute he has a whole existential crisis about how he wasn't always like the way he was. How he was like 3 different other engines before who he was today.
Yep.
And then Duke tried to throw him off a bridge. While Star Wars music was playing in the background, just like.
I think that was the well-known piece. What was it? What was it called again? Duel of Fates.
I think
it was Duel of Fates.
Yeah, no, that's what. Yeah, that's it. Just like. And I don't really know how people just sort of interpret Derek as a nice diesel in fan content. There is no.
I mean, he is very friendly in Double Teaming Troubles.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. We've just taken what very little we know about him, and just done more with it.
Who's that straining up the hill while Gordon steams by proudly? Da, 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 da.
People that were born after 1998. Wait, who actually is that?
I do wonder though, who thought of putting in Derek there? Was it Ed Welsh or was it Steve Asquith?
Probably Steve.
Yeah, but then you have to also remember that Ed wrote a lyric that does kind of reference the fact, oh, there's a diesel that the kids probably don't know.
That's probably true. You see, that's the thing. His working title was Paxman, I believe.
Yeah.
So does that mean?
I think the name Derek came from merchandise.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. The name Derek came from the merchandise. His official name in production is Paxman.
I mean, I'm sorry, but Derek fits a lot more.
Yeah, no, Derek does fit a lot more. See, that's what I'm trying to think. Did the production name change to Derek, or was it always Paxman?
Who's that straining up the hill while Gordon crashes into him? just in the middle of the song, like an accident.
It's like Gordon was puffing fast up Gordon's hill. He went down the other side, and then boom!
That sounds like some anime recap narrator.
Yeah, no, that's what I was trying to go for. Just like last time on Dragon Ball Z. Abridged.
At the range, lunatic ran into a diesel. Now the intro. Cha.
Ha cha hey cha la. What class 40 doesn't he have another name? No, we're talking about Derek. Or the Diesel from Double Teething Troubles. Actually, do you reckon they gave him a name? Well, no, his name was just Class Diesel, or was it Diesel in the name board sequences?
In the episode, are we still talking about Derek?
No, I'm talking about Class 40.
I think in the episode he was just referred to as the Diesel.
Yeah, but no, what's he referred to in the name board sequence?
I think Class 40.
Okay.
Which would be one of the few times an engine class is actually mentioned in the show.
Yeah. Class 40's real name is Andy. No, that's just a fan-made thing. Like, I'm sorry, but this isn't Andy the Diesel from Mad Bomber, Episode 1, Rolling Stock. This is Class 40, the Diesel from the season from season 4, episode 17. Fold Out. Who's that straining up the hill while Gordon steams quite shittily?
God damn it, now I've got that song stuck in my head again. It's actually a really good song for the
Yeah,
hit
no,
era.
that song's catchy as fuck.
I mean, then again, all the songs from Calling All Engines are great.
Yeah, no, Calling All Engines had some great songs. Wait,
Together we made it happen.
which would you say had better songs, Great Discovery or Calling All Engines?
Calling All Engines, though I do think Great Discovery still had some great songs.
You know, Jobs Aplenty, I think, is the best of all of them. But I do agree overall, Calling All Engines is kind of better.
Jobs are plenty, 5 and 20, jobs for everyone. Jobs galore, there's still there's more jobs that must be done. Train it, you name it, and we all can say. I don't know.
Countertouch
La 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 la. We turned into Lorenzo.
La 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 la
La la la la la la stereotype.
I do just love the fact that even while the cave's collapsing, he's just like, no, if we're going out, we're going out on a high note.
Lorenzo is actually kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I do like his. I like him in Diggs and Discoveries. I didn't like his standalone episodes.
He worked better as a supporting than a lead character.
You see, that's a thing with a lot of the CGI characters. I think they're great for supporting roles. They don't really lend themselves great to leads.
Yeah.
Because I think Marion works well for a lead. I think.
What?
Marion, I think, works great as a main for a lead episode, if you ask me.
Yeah, because she's actually a very she actually is a multi-dimensional character. She isn't just the one or maybe at least two-dimensional character most of the CGI ones are.
You're just like Timothy is very two-dimensional. Like, I do like some of his episodes, but yeah, no, there's a reason he didn't stick around very long.
Yep.
Same with Porter, same with Caitlin, same with Connor. A lot of them just didn't stick around.
Yep.
Hugo, I think, is the prime example of this. He got 2 episodes, then proceeded to never exist.
Yep.
Unless I know the dream sequence in I Want to Go Home doesn't count. Also,
to think they did still bring in, and to think they based him off a real engine, one that I think actually killed its owner.
Oh,
I think so, at least. Or was that Steven?
Could have been Steven, because the steam engines were very experimental when Steven was being made. So being like, I just imagine George Stevenson being like, "Okay, honey, I'm going out on the train for a ride down to the coal yard." Okay, honey, be back by dinner. Okay, Rocket, let's get to work. He shoves in the coal, and next minute just, oh god, and it explodes. What happened to the original rocket? Was it just scrapped or did it rot?
I still think that the intention is that Steven is the rocket.
No, but in real life.
I think it's still around, but the only thing that's running is a replica.
Okay. My Steven's disappeared. Steven's gone. He's normally next to Winston, but he's gone. Winston killed him. Actually, yeah, Winston's another guy that didn't stick around very long.
Who?
Winston.
Oh yeah, he had like he stopped talking after season 17, even though he still appeared a few times.
Yeah, that's like he appeared like all the time in the background or whenever the fat controller was needed. But after season 17, it was just like, yeah, no, you're not relevant.
And you want to know what I find weird about that? He's voiced by a show regular. Why the fuck couldn't they just have him voice him multiple times?
Budget cuts.
Yeah, he was voiced by a show regular.
Budget cuts.
Show regular. He was voiced by the same guy who voices Cranky.
Budget cuts.
How does that equal to budget cuts?
They didn't want to pay him to do the lines.
Fair enough.
And
Hang
Didn't
on, I
Dark
need to
stuck
do
around.
something quickly for my dog.
what?
I need to go. My dog needs me.
Okay.
So yeah.
Tend to the dogs. Anyway, I'm alone now. Matt Wilkinson is his name. Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with that name. Don't really know what to do now. If anybody's got any questions. What's your favorite Thomas voice actor? Do you mean for Thomas specifically, or Thomas in just the whole thing? Because Keith Wickham is definitely near one of my favorites. Because just the fact that he was able to do that range of voices for one show, because he voiced like over 100 characters. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. In terms of individual Thomas voices, I'd say I'd have to go for whoever voiced him in the UK dub for The Adventure Begins onwards. Okay, but yeah, in general, I'm going to have to go for Keith Wickham just due to the amount of range he was able to do to give so many of these characters an individual voice. Do you know when Thomas came to Ireland? When the fuck was Thomas in Ireland? Do you mean like the Audrey layouts? Because they were in the north. They were in Northern Ireland at one point. I know. Anyway, I'm on my own. Oh yeah, John Hassler. He's my personal favorite Thomas. I've got Lorenzo's name stuck in my head now. I mean the franchise. When did the railways? I've got no idea. I presume it came around the same time that it came around to the UK. I presume. Or at least closely after. Because, you know, there are things coming to Ireland. What would a Sodor voice sound like? Probably a British accent, I imagine. Anyway, I think I can drag this on long enough. I said this was going to be... Actually, wait, no. I think we'll do a quick tour of all my whole studio. This is where I put my sets. This is where I keep my buildings. That's my close-up scale, Thomas, up there. Yes, I know, it's not very good. There's my Brendan warehouse thing. Here's where I keep my boxes. There's some action figures. This is all my boxes. I got a lot of boxes. I have a lot of boxes. I also got a lot of fucking trains, boy. Look at all these trains. This is what it gets. This is what will get you women, boys. Buy as many trains as possible, and you will be guaranteed women. That was weird, I know. Jesus Christ. Oh, God, this heat's trying to kill me. Anyway, I think I might try and end this off here. It's been lovely, lovely having you all here. But I think I will end it here. Anyway, goodbye.